gonna be going on a little date tonight. It is my anniversary. Technically today isn't my anniversary. It's in a few days, but I work and my boyfriend also works. So I thought I would do a little date night. Get ready with me. While I get ready, I thought I would talk a little bit about my relationship. Not too much though. Like I said, it's my anniversary. We have been together for 8 years, which is literally insane to even think about. It's like so crazy because it doesn't seem like it's been that long, but at the same time it kind of does, because we started dating when we were in high school. I'm a year older, so I was 17 and he was 16, but we've known each other a lot longer than that. We met when we were middle school age, so it was a long time coming, but here we are. I know that some people are like high school sweetheart haters, which is fine, to each their own. I think everyone is entitled to their own opinion, and whatever you want to do, you can do, but when you know, you know. With that being said, as someone who has been in a relationship for a long time, for 8 years, I would say my best advice would be keep your relationship private but not a secret. Obviously, post your cute photos on Instagram or funny TikToks or whatnot, but you know those couples know when they're arguing on Instagram, they'll like remove all the photos they have with that person, and then the next day they'll be back. Like, what was the point of that? Or they'll post like a super cryptic story. Like, you're just inviting people into your relationship. It's fine to argue, it's fine to have little fights, but when it gets that far, you are just, like I said, inviting people into your relationship and giving them something to talk about and judging your relationship. Just don't give anybody a reason to be in your business more than everybody is already in your business, especially like when you're in high school. And I feel like college is a little bit different. Obviously, I don't know how the dating scene is in college, only from maybe like my friends' experiences, but my freshman year I was in a relationship, my best friend was, and like everyone pretty much, I think my roommate was like kind of in one, but not really at the same time. I don't know how that works. I mean, I would assume it probably is a lot harder because you have more freedom when you're in college, and I feel like that would just be so messy. Like, I remember when I was in college, and I guess some of the people that I wasn't like super close with, but I had like classes with certain girls, and like the drama and like all the boy drama they would talk about, I was like, oh, thank God I am in a relationship, because I could not deal with that, nor would I. But yeah, I would just say that's my best advice. Keeping it private but not a secret. Moving on a little bit more about my relationship that is maybe not ordinary, but like kind of in a way, is we started living together at a pretty young age. But I was 19, it was my sophomore year of college, and it would have been his freshman year of college. He didn't go to like a traditional college, he did flight school, and it just so happened to work out that way to where the school he wanted to go to was also where I was going to college. We didn't plan it that way, it just kind of happened. Honestly, thank gosh. Our first year we had roommates. They were brother and sister. I don't know if that's weird. I mean, honestly, we kind of didn't really get along with them towards the end because they were just freaking wackadoodle. But I think it was good. Like, yes, we did live together, but everyone had their, it was like an apartment, but everyone had their own room and bathroom. So it was like you still had that privacy. But I feel like it's kind of normal in college. Like, it does sound weird, like, oh, you started living with your boyfriend when you were 19. But when you're in college, you have the freedom to have whoever, your girlfriend or boyfriend, over all the time, like whenever you want. Like, even if you're in a dorm, if you have a roommate, you probably would have like different types of boundaries, how many nights a week, or if there's like a curfew. It's almost like you can live together but you don't, but you're with each other all the time. That's like, you are different, but it's not at the same time, if that makes sense. I feel like to some people that might sound crazy, but I do believe in living with someone before like getting married and having kids. Like, I don't understand how people are in a relationship and married first before living together. Like, that's crazy to me, just because I feel like you really do learn a lot when you live with somebody. Like, what happens, like, you're married and then you move in together, and then what? They do stuff that you don't like, or you see like their bad habits, or what if they're like unhygienic or whatever, and you just like can't take it. Then what? Like, oh my god, that sounds awful. And I feel like a lot of people do break up after they move in together because of that reason. Not just those things that left it off, but just like you really do learn about a person. Something else that's kind of, you know, a common thing is with anything really, is communication is obviously key. With setting boundaries in your relationship, like, you need to communicate that, because you can't just expect someone to read your mind. But you don't want to like go your whole relationship and not say something that's like bothering you, and then you just get to a point where it's, you have like hidden resentment almost in a way, just because you didn't say anything for so long, and then it's like, well, I can't say anything now because I let it be okay for so long. Like, just don't do that to yourself. And I'm not really speaking from experience, because I have no problem saying what I feel and what I do and what I don't like. I know some other people around me have had that, And it's normal. Don't feel bad if you're not like that. Everyone's different, but I do think it's important. You want to be in a good, mature relationship to have your boundaries and be able to speak up for yourself. And honestly, in any relationship, even in a friendship, like just be able to speak up for yourself, because that's very important. When you've been with someone for a while, you just like, you want them all to yourself and they're all yours, which obviously, yes, I think you should always push each other to be better, even if that means sacrificing time apart. An example I kind of have of this would be, it was my last year of college and my boyfriend was looking for a job. I was like, you should apply to a place in Hawaii, like, you never know, like maybe you'll get it. And he's like, no, like I don't know. I'm like, just do it, like just see. And then he did get it and they wanted him to move right away. I had 5 months left of school, but he was like, oh, I don't know if I'll do it. And I was like, no, you're going. You are going. Obviously he went, and then we figured it out. We'd sacrifice some time apart for a better opportunity and just a really fun experience. I remember when we were in high school, like maybe it was like the first year you're dating, because I had never like really traveled that much. Someone in his family had like a wedding in Hawaii when he was really young. He was like, oh yeah, I want to go back there. I was like, I want to live there like one day. And I never thought that it would happen so soon in our life. Obviously it worked out, and not only was it just a great experience to be able to live there, it also was a good opportunity for him to be there and get what he needed to do done faster so that he can progress obviously in his career. Not saying that's all thanks to me, obviously he did the work, but it's good like when you push each other to do things that maybe you wouldn't have done on your own. He does the same thing for me too. Like I literally would not be even making a video right now and posting it if my boyfriend didn't push me and support me, even when I feel like nervous to do something. Like it's good to have like someone who pushes you, holds you accountable, and just encourages you. And lastly, I would say just be honest with yourself, and if you're happy, you are happy, and if you're not, you're not, and only you know. And you don't want to waste your time being with someone just because you're comfortable, no matter how long you've been together. Like if I wasn't happy, I would literally be like, I'm not happy, and be honest with like your partner, because not only are you respect yourself enough not to waste your time, also respect somebody else not to waste their time, because like the longer you wait, the worse it is. Like it was a trend a while ago and people would be like, oh my gosh, my frontal lobe is developed. You like wake up and don't like someone, or you like hate your partner or whatever. Like that's what like I was seeing, and I was like, oh my god, what's going on? Like is that gonna happen to me? Just kidding. I knew it wouldn't, but I was like, honestly, I feel like I've been mature for a really long time. Like I think my frontal lobe developed when I was like 8, so I think I'm fine. Just kidding, obviously. I feel like I had like the opposite realization, and I was like, oh my god, like I'm so lucky. Like I have a roof over my head. Like I literally am next to the person like I obviously knew and know I'm for certain like I'm gonna be with for the rest of my life and like get married, and I'm so happy. And I'm like, why would I ever be mean or be a brat to this little baby angel next to me? Like this little baby angel doesn't deserve the minor crash ups that I have on the daily. I'm just kidding. I felt that way, I still feel that way, and I know I will feel that way, and I'm confident enough to say that and say it in a video because I just know this is permanent. So before I end the video, I feel like people are gonna be like, you're not married yet, you're like not engaged, blah blah, like you've been dating for 8 years, which I totally get, understood. It'd be different if we were like started dating in our 20s and we've been together for 8 years and there was like no ring or anything. But since we started dating in high school, I feel like it's a little different. It's in the near future, so I am looking forward to that. My nails look like crap right now, and I should probably be better at keeping them done just in case. I know my boyfriend's watching this, so. This is my makeup for the night, and I think it turned out so good. I'm so excited because I'm going to my favorite restaurant. I hope you enjoyed listening and getting to know my relationship, I guess, a little bit better. Not that I want you too much of my business, but and also I hope that my advice was okay and a little bit understandable. Obviously, I don't know everything. I'm not a relationship expert, and at the end of the day, you know what's best for you, so you do that. And I look forward to making my 9-year anniversary. Get ready with me next year. But anyways, let's go eat because I'm starving.